So Sophia's not home, so I shouldn't get blender noises in the recording this time.
That was incredible. And it was funny listening to you be like, she's just revving it now. And me going, oh, I'm sure she's not. She absolutely was. And I then had to edit out, I think, all of that. So,
and my partner can in fact confirm that our blender is apparently louder than most other blenders.
Nice. You got a strong blender.
And also, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I didn't fucking, I was.
Get that?
No, I was not ready.
I know you weren't.
I was not
All
ready.
right.
Do it again.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, I've clapped.
Hello and welcome to episode 44 of the To Be Titled Later podcast. I'm Griffin and I'm joined by Anthony. And today, will it blend?
Will it blend?
A totally original idea that I've just come up with right now.
Yep, absolutely. Can I start off? Can I start off the episode? My work, and by work, I mean the CEO of my almost 100,000 employee company had to send out an email saying, hey, even though President Trump has signed an executive order directing the U.S. Department of Justice to pause prosecutions related to Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, the FCPA. Comment. The FCPA is a U.S. regulation prohibiting the bribery of foreign officials by U.S. citizens and companies. That even though President Trump has signed an executive order pausing all prosecutions, we still cannot bribe foreign officials. He had to send this to tens of thousands of people, and we all read it and went, oh, okay.
You know what?
What the fuck?
That's something I didn't even know that was paused.
Yeah. Yep. On February 10th, he paused it. I think it's for 90 days or 180 days. Oh, yeah. 180-day pause on all investigations of foreign official bribery because.
Okay. So who has he or somebody near him bribed?
Yeah.
Because what the fuck?
Yeah. And my company felt obligated to go, hey, guys, even though you wouldn't be prosecuted under the law right now, you
don't do that.
You can't bribe people in our for our company. Please do not bribe for us was really the email. Wild. And then at the very bottom,
crazy.
We get a link to our global ethics hotline, which I think was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I didn't know that was a thing I had to think about. Like, of all the fucked up things we're doing for my company, a massive capitalistic owned by a hedge fund company is still like, hey, don't bribe. What the fuck?
I feel like they're covering their asses.
I mean, probably a little bit, but, damn.
But still crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. So I got fucked by Google Chrome recently.
Okay.
So if you haven't figured out, I have a massive amount of ADHD and thus had 30 tabs open.
Gotcha.
Obviously.
Yep.
And randomly, my Google decided that the Google Chrome account that I was logged into, instead of being, my Gmail, that I'm logged into on everything by default, like YouTube, Google, that the browser itself was going to suddenly log into the To Be Titled Later account.
Yeah.
And also basically because if you go to your history, you can reopen closed groups of tabs.
Yep.
Which I would use to reopen my tabs every day because I shut down my computer because otherwise there's too much light in my room when I sleep. Cleared that. So I had to go into my personal history and try to open things. And also it keeps defaulting to To Be Titled Later accounts.
Oh.
Which is not great. But also I can't access my history past Friday.
Okay.
So it's not like I can go back and open tabs. I don't know if it saves my history that exists from before it thought I was logged into an account, which I didn't choose. I don't know why it did that.
So what research did you lose?
I don't even remember.
Damn, fucked up.
Oh, it's undoubtedly stuff I haven't looked at in fucking ages.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. But I'm still mad about it.
No, rightfully so. I would be mad as well.
All I have left are YouTube tabs. That's all it kept recording because it partially loads those automatically or something. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm mad about it because I'm afraid of logging out of it because then it'll delete everything again.
Yeah, I would be worried as well.
I don't know what like, should I just create a notepad? And I don't know what happened. I don't know why it happened. I didn't ask for this. And now I feel like I'm fucked.
Probably.
Because I don't want to be logged into the account generally.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever
I don't want it to be when I open a new tab, it goes straight to
Yeah, whenever I open up Google, it asks me, do I want the To Be Titled Later account or my personal, which is actually kind of frustrating.
Yeah, I don't. Really annoying.
Yeah.
But anyways, oh god, am I logged out of all of my different accounts now? Where did it save like all my accounts that I was logged into? I just tried to open the Instagram.
No, and it's like logged out?
Yeah, it's logged out now.
So are you asking for the password?
No, I know the password.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Google's fucking crazy.
That's not a worry. I just like what the fuck happened? Why did this happen? Who designed this? Did it update and fuck me?
Sounds like it. Sounds like it for sure.
And speaking of updates, my phone updated and now the photo app is completely different, and that also is annoying me because I don't know how it works anymore.
Dude, the fucking Photos app blows.
It used to be I could just like look at albums, and now it's like, no, you're looking at everything forever, and we're gonna show you recents first and then like random bullshit and then things that we choose, and it's like, no, I actually don't want these. Where's my normal fucking albums?
Yeah, it
all the way down at the bottom
blows. Yeah, all the things that you wanted to do normally are in the bottom. For some reason it goes, oh, for me it's recent days, which again, I don't need a lot because I can see them still. People, pinned collections, then memories, then trips, then featured photos, then media types, then utilities, then there are albums. Like, it's the very bottom. It fucking blows. I hate the new Photos app. It's not good.
It's not good. And like,
and actually
you don't have a choice.
The worst part is that if you're like, oh, I'm gonna look for a picture from a month ago, you scroll up. So now you're getting farther away from the albums, and then you go, no, let me look it up by location. And then you have to scroll all the way down and go to map, which I think is how that works still. Yeah, it is. I use the map all the time. That's really the only way that I find
I use
photos.
The map a fair amount for sure. Because I'll know, like, did I save this in my house or at work?
Yep. That's exactly. Literally, I'm like, I know the general area that I need, that I like took this picture, and so I will go from there. So yeah, I use the map all the time. Yeah, it sucks. I don't know who made it. I think that Apple should get the balls to every time there's like an update to an app, they post the names of the people who worked on it. Not in an evil way, but just a way where it's like, you, like, that person, the lead person who designed it, they suck. Like, I want to know that information.
I'm just annoyed by pointless updates.
Yeah, I agree.
But so I have to figure out Google so that I'm not like fucking doing things.
Freaking doing things.
I don't like fucking doing things. Especially things that I don't like do. Like, you know, sure.
Makes sense.
That's a sentence. Fuck. Whatever.
Can I talk about, and I made a few comments to you about it, but I've been thinking more about my Final Fantasy experience, and I want to talk about it. So I don't know if we spoke about this last time, but I'll post the picture of my cool new mount, my cool new spiral dragon.
No, because last time we were talking about you getting the mount.
Okay, well, I've gotten the mount. And all it took was Griffin being very kind and helping me, and then we failed. So I thought,
which was just a matter of numbers,
yes.
By the way.
So I just stood in one of the hub cities and went, please help me. I need help. And someone messaged and was like, yeah, I'll help you like clear this savage raid. And I went, great. Do you think the two of us can do it unsynced, which unsynced means they're level 100 and I'm my max level, which is level 75. And they went,
and for the record, the answer is no.
And they said,
and you know this going in.
Yes. And they said, probably, let's try. And I went, okay. So while they were like getting everything set up, I was also like quickly still messaging the hub world, like, anyone else? No. And so we tried 2 times, kept dying, which I knew was going to happen.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, let me see if I can get some more people. And they're like, cool, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. So I stood in the hub world and I just kept saying, please, I just want to mount. Could someone help me? And 2 more kind people went, absolutely, we will help you. We are bored with nothing more to do. Like we have nothing to do. And I went, that's all I wanted to hear. And so
3 people is probably enough.
Yeah. So they joined. I said thank you for all your help. We're doing it, and we get to a certain point where we're getting kind of to the end, and we all die. And I'm like, fuck. So we try again.
Yep, that'll happen.
And we're going through, and I'm like, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Like, I wasn't able to do this myself. And they're like, oh, no worries. So we get to the end and we win. And I'm like, fuck yes. And then I go and I get all the items. And as I get the items, I'm like, cool, I really appreciate it. I really wanted this mount. And one of the people that was the initial person that was helping me was like, what are you talking about? What mount? And the other two people are like, oh, they don't know about the mount. They don't know that's why we're doing this fucking raid. And so they're like, oh, you don't have the mount? And they're like, no, like, what's the name of the mount? And so they Google it and they're like, hey, this mount looks really cool. And so all of us were like, let's just do it again for that person. And so we did it again. And then they got the mount and we were all happy. And I told them that I swear that if I'm ever level 100, I will also help random people get mounts from Savage raids. And they went, yeah, we just were bored because there's nothing really to do right now because we've done it all. And I friended them and I made a little group that's just called People That Help Me Clear Dungeons. And I'm gonna start messaging them when I need stupid levels of help. I think so. I want to see how far I can use their kindness. Because are there other like Savage mounts that I can get? Because if so,
yeah. I mean, there's a mount for every fourth one in every Savage series.
Oh, okay, interesting. But
so
yeah, it was just very sweet, and it was so funny because I was fighting in the hub world between people advertising for their grand company and then people like RPing, like meeting people or whatever, and then it was just me going, please help. I would like cool dragon mount, and yeah, it went well. So I think the people of Final Fantasy are much kinder than maybe other MMOs.
Yeah, it depends, but yeah, no, people are a lot really willing to help in that game.
Yeah,
relatively.
It was just so funny. Like the one person was like, yeah, no problem. Like I totally want to help. And then when the mount got brought up, they were like, wait, is that why we're doing this? And it's like, were you just helping for like, they literally had no clue why they were doing anything.
You're just here for fun.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah, so that's great.
But then I felt really bad.
Sudden realization.
Because they were, what's the cat person? The big cat person? Like the tiger cat people.
Oh, I can't remember.
Whatever. They're just big cat people. And he had really cool
cat people.
He had really cool armor on. And I was like, Allison, do I want to be a big cat person?
And she called you a furry.
And she went, I don't know. They have cool armor. And I'm like, kind of. But Griffin would be pretty mad at me.
Why would I be mad?
Because I feel like the issue with the hub world is that they're all just like RPing stuff, which is a little bit weird. But also you can't wear hats, right? Like they don't have hats.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
What does the hub world have to do with you being a big cat? What does their RP have to do with it?
Because whenever I see the big cat people, they're all weirdos. And then I would join their ranks of a weirdo. And so I was like, I don't know.
That's regardless.
True. That's valid.
Are you planning to start RPing in fucking Wim Solo Mensa, you freak?
Absolutely not. But
you're gonna RP in piss chat? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
It was just so funny how it was just 3 separate conversations happening. It was the people screaming about their company that they wanted everyone to join. And then people being like, moves my foot closer to you. Like those types of conversations. As I'm like, please help. I want mount. It was very funny. So I just think it's so interesting that like people RP just like in the middle of the center where there's like 100 people standing. I don't get why. Like go in a corner.
It's a weird fucking game.
True.
Yeah. My favorite truly is piss chat because it's like such a weird, useless chat. So nobody. Okay, so for clarity, in the MMO Final Fantasy XIV, there's like a chat log in the bottom left where you can type messages to people, and there's like a bunch of different types that all have different colors. You can change the color, but by default, there's like blue is party chat, so people in your party. Pink is like a direct whisper. White is in a small radius around your character. That's like a talk or something. Then there's like shout, which is a way wider radius, and that's yellow. Then that's yell. And then there's shout, which is just like whatever like area you're in, everybody in there will see that. And then there's some other like less important ones like Free Company and basically your guild, and then like a link shell chat, whatever, who cares. But because of Shout, Yell is pretty much useless, but it's just yellow. So it's called Piss Chat. And sometimes real freaks talk in there, and then everybody's like, why the fuck are you in Piss Chat? And then it very quickly devolves into Piss Talk.
Into freaking Piss Talk. Have you ever piss
people
talked?
Role play just in the middle of yeah, I've piss talked. I've talked in Piss Chat. I haven't done Piss Talk in Piss Chat, but I've done Piss Chat in Piss Chat.
Okay.
Which is always stupid.
Gotcha.
It's like a very useless, like extraneous chat that nobody thinks about. Because you want the orange chat, because that's just wider.
Yeah.
By like very little, but you know. And then if you go into Limsa Lominsa, the busiest of the hub towns, you're just gonna find freaks everywhere.
It's so funny.
Yeah, people like to roleplay. It's weird. It's a weird game. I love when controversies in that game come to the real world.
Yeah.
In the dumbest ways. There was some group of people who put up a billboard advertising a Final Fantasy XIV party, like in game, and they got a cease and desist because, of course, they did. They used assets from the game in the billboard. Yeah. And that's just like so weird and stupid.
How did they think that would go well?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm baffled by it. It just it's what happened. So, you know.
That's funny.
Very funny. It's a weird game.
Also, aren't we in like the major RP server? Or am I wrong?
No.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Nope. Nope. You want the real freak server? You got to go to Balmung.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah, that's the freak server. Trust me. Certain servers are fucking known for it. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Balmung, dude. Technically same data center, which is just like region. There's world servers inside of data centers, and data centers are like Europe, Eastern America, Western America, Japan. And then inside it, those are all named after like concepts from the games. And then inside of those are servers like, I started in Lamia with some friends and then we're in like Eastern US, and now we're in Famfrit, I think it is.
Famfrit.
Or no, I think y'all are still in Lamia, maybe.
Yeah, we are.
And then also in that one is Balmung, which another friend of mine is in. And you can go between all of these pretty easy. So it's not like
weird.
Yeah, you can. World travel between the different, like if I wanted to go Balmung, Famfrit, Lamia, easy as. You just interact with one of the big aetherites, the big teleport crystals in the middle of one of the main cities, and then you can do world transfer. If you want to go between data centers, which actually, now that I think about it, I don't think Balmung is in our data center because I have to visit my friend there. And then what you do is from the main menu of the game, when you're looking at your characters, before you select a character to go into the game with, you have to do data center transfer. And that tends to take a little bit longer. But yeah.
Okay, interesting. Well, I'm gonna stick with the world we got. I think it's a pretty good one.
No, yeah, that one's chill. Famfrit, nothing special, which is the way you want it.
Yeah.
I'd really rather not, or Lamia, nothing about it.
Yeah.
Nor Famfrit. That's just where some friends of mine are whose free company I'm in. But yeah, you don't want one of the world's known for things.
Gotcha. Do they keep adding new servers, or are they like in a mode now where they're like merging stuff?
They've added a couple new ones because they had massive queue problems during Endwalker, which you remember. Yes. Endwalker was the second to last expansion. They just released Dawn Trail fairly recently, but Endwalker was the one before that, and it was basically the end to a bunch of storylines, hence the Endwalker. And Dawn Trail is like the beginning of like a new series of stories. So Endwalker had a bunch of like endings, so everybody who played the game and was into it was coming back for that. And thus, there were queue times of like queues to get into the server just to play the game of like hundreds to thousands of people, depending on the server. And it was a massive problem. Yeah. And there were a bunch of connection issues, so people would also just get booted back into the queue, basically.
Damn, that sucks.
I just waited a bit. I took it slow. There's also a nice thing about being on East Coast servers when you're in the West Coast, where the connection isn't like too laggy anyways, because it's whatever. And they go to sleep sooner, so you can like
those
get shorter queues.
Sleepy bitches.
But they've added more like servers and data centers since then to try to minimize it, and for the most part, it works.
Yeah, I just looked it up. So the peak player count in Endwalker was 95,000, and the peak Dawn Trail was 92,000. It's only a few thousand shy, but because of the data centers they added, like there like wasn't as much of a noticeable effect.
Yeah, it wasn't nearly as bad during
which good for them
Dawn Trail.
For like then like I don't know, I feel like it's kind of rough, right? Because I'm sure people are like, oh, it's less. Oh, I just spoke so much while moving my chair. Damn, I apologize. That was bad. And I was talking while that's fine. No, but like from a server standpoint, I just think it's cool that they were able to like build enough servers where people maybe don't think that Dawn Trail was as big as it was. Like, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, 3,000 people is not that much.
Definitely Endwalker felt bigger in two ways. One, because it was the end of all those storylines, so a lot of things built up to that. But then also because of the queue times, it just felt like there were a lot of people trying to play it.
Yeah.
Whereas Dawn Trail, yeah, like you said, 3,000 people less. That's pretty negligible.
Yeah.
In terms on the scale of 90,000. But like the queue times were not bad. I think I saw one queue time of a couple hundred.
Wow.
And it was fine.
Yeah, I'm just like scrolling through to see if I can figure out what the populations are. I don't know what this top of like this isn't whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. No, I've been enjoying it. I do think that my subscription ends in a little bit right before we start playing Monster Hunter, which I think is probably smart.
Yeah, we'll be playing Monster Hunter for a while.
Forever.
I'm excited. Took the Friday off. So
nice.
Ready. So ready to hunt monster.
I also took that Friday off.
Hell yeah.
So, and by that, I mean my boss took it off, and so I will also not be there.
Now who's in charge?
He made a count. He's like, yeah, I won't be there on Friday. And I was like, oh, cool. I will then also just leave. And he was like, sounds good. Cool. I'll take that as approval.
Cool. Works. Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited for the new Monster Hunter. I should check on my Monster Hunter YouTube channels that I like.
Yeah.
For like weapon techniques to see if there's anything like super crazy about the. I think I saw something about being able to counter with greatsword in an insane way.
Oh, nice.
Or block cancel. So I just need to check that.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because fucking, who knows?
Yeah.
Could go crazy.
I know we were talking. I think I'm going to do the heavy bow gun and the long sword. I think I might want to learn how to do the long sword. I think it's like they seem different. And I think that would be fun to go between them.
They are very different weapons. Longsword is fun. I like it a fair amount.
Sweet. Well, then that is what I will do. I've only played with the one weapon, and I think or maybe I'll start with the longsword, and then if I don't like it, it'll just be the secondary. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm currently being indecisive.
Yeah. Hey, the good news is you get to just wait and choose.
Yeah, very true.
I don't think this channel has anything about the longsword yet. They have stuff about other weapons.
Anything new happened to you this week?
Like I said, like why today might be a shortish episode is I have to go to the gym today because I started going to the gym with a friend.
Nice.
Which is really nice. And I've remembered how much I like squatting.
Okay.
Because it's just like you do a big weight and then you go up and down a bit and then you're good. And I forgot how much I like that. Because last time I really did it was for like a gym class.
Okay.
In high school. So a long time ago. But doing it at the gym again with like an actual setup to do squats, I was just reminded of how fun especially not when you're doing it for a fucking class.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But like you just lift heavy weight and then you're like, fuck yeah, let's go. And that's it. You don't have to do it that much.
Funny.
You do like 3 sets of 8 to 12 or till failure. Good shit, honestly.
Yeah. And you just go, I've lift heavy things. I am done.
I've lift heavy thing. Hopefully today we can get a bench press spot rack, because that's another heavyweight lift thing that we weren't able to get one last time. We only just started. But fun side tangent story from this as well is that my friend has a Costco membership.
Nice.
And so we will probably start going together regularly because we have the same shopping ethic where we're in and out real fast.
Amazing.
So that's like really good. And plus, if we go together and I also buy stuff, they have like the executive membership, which gives you cash back. So you can basically pay back the membership.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people do that. I forgot how much of a menace Costco fucking is as like
yeah, in what way?
An experience.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just like this massive fucking warehouse building and everything's in bulk. So it's just kind of like a crazy place to be in.
Yeah. To me, I think the like electronic section is such an interesting area because it's not bulk, but like prices are still good. I almost bought my second monitor, or did I? No, I was gonna buy it from Sam's Club, and then I bought it from Best Buy. But like, yeah, those places really get an insane deal by buying just thousands of pounds of items and then selling them. So
yeah, no, it's crazy. I should see if they have like SSDs, because I think some of my hard drives are starting to poop out.
Yeah.
So I need to figure out transferring data between them. If I can just like do a transfer all data to this one, but treat it as the same drive, so I don't have to like reinitialize anything.
They've got portable SSDs, but I don't think they have anything that's not portable. Also, who the fuck is walking around with a 2 terabyte portable SSD? Is this things that we need? This is 4 terabytes. What do we need this?
I don't want to talk about how much data I have in my computer.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it. I feel like I'm going to be judged.
Okay, that's totally fine. You probably would. But like, would you get a portable SSD?
No, I want to plug that shit in there.
But that's what I mean. Like, when do you need to transfer 4 terabytes like portably? Like, I just don't know when you need, and also it's like, and then it's like got an attachment so you can secure to your belt loop or backpack. If I've got 4 terabytes of data, I'm not like letting it swing around in my backpack. Like, that's going firmly in a pocket. This is interesting. I'm kind of surprised they sell this. Oh my God, it's really small. I guess I keep forgetting that like memory is not a problem anymore.
Yeah, no, memory is not really an issue. Okay, there's like software to help you transfer data and like clone your hard drive.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so in theory, I can get like a couple big SSDs to replace the 2 hard drives I have. I also really want to move my like boot drive because it's only like 500 gig. It's only 256 gigabytes, and it keeps like filling itself up. Mostly because Windows is garbage. So I kind of want to move that onto my M2 SSD, so that one's really fast to boot up. That's one of the drives that I also think is kind of pooping out on me.
Okay.
Because it's gotten a lot slower.
Yeah.
But move that to the M2 drive. Move everything on the M2 drive to a different, just regular SSD, whatever. I also need to check the connection on my bigger M2 drive. Maybe I should just get a bigger M2 drive and just move stuff onto like a regular SSD. I don't know. I gotta figure out how I want to move stuff. And it's gonna be a pain in the ass, no matter what.
Yeah, either way, it's gonna suck. Either way.
But my big M2 drive, which is really fast and really nice, has a problem where every time a game tries to update on Steam, it gives me a like disk write error.
Ooh.
And I don't know why. And I cannot fix it, and I think it must be the connection.
Okay. I would be careful. Like, at some point, it probably is going to start stacking up those errors. That's what happened with my SSD. But
it only happens in that. Like, there's no other issues except for through Steam. Like, nothing else has that problem.
That's weird.
And I just don't know why.
I do have a question, just because as I'm staring at these very small, like post-it note size SSDs. What do you think is a technology or thing in our lifetime that is going to go from like space constraint to like really cost effective? Like, I just think about like memory. I mean, it's kind of like a classic example, but like, do you think there's gonna be something else that goes in that direction?
Sorry, wait, what do you mean?
Okay, like when we were kids, right? And you had like your PS2 and your PS2 had like a fucking 5 megabyte hard drive or like a like drive. What were those PS2? What were those memory sticks? Like, what was the memory?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They were 8 megabytes.
Memory cards.
Yeah. And so my question is like that between like an 8 megabyte card, that same size is now 4 terabytes. Do you think there's like other technology that's going to be the same way? Like
just what the next advancement in computing
just
and
like,
stuff
just
is?
Like in general in your life, what is going to be the next thing that goes from like either a small capability, right? Like this card can only be 8 megabytes to now it's 4 terabytes. Like, okay,
sorry. I think I see what you mean now. Are we limiting this to computing or just like anything in life?
Anything?
Anything?
Yep.
penis.
Gotcha. Understood.
Got him.
Fuck.
No, I don't know. I mean, I just like things to be nicer.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm only thinking of computing because I don't know if I have a comparable thing. Like, I don't know, healthcare could get a lot better.
True. Yeah, I guess that's very true.
But I feel like it's a non-comparable thing because that's like more of a systematic problem.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just like a technology thing.
Yeah. I think
I mean, estrogen dispersal, that's still fucking healthcare. But
True.
I didn't have to give myself a shot and could just do something like once a year.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick. But
okay. No, that's a good answer.
yeah, no. Like in computing, like the next step is like quantum computing.
Yeah.
We've kind of approached a point. Don't get me wrong, they're still doing stuff, but like we are approaching a point where we can only make things so small.
True.
Just because of electrons.
Yeah.
And permeability. But like I don't know. I think in the terms of computing though, sorry, here's my rough conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Not really a conspiracy theory, but I'm gonna call it that. Like definitionally not a conspiracy theory. But I think all technological progress in terms of like computing and storage and stuff needs to be stopped for a while.
Okay.
Because programmers aren't learning to optimize anymore.
Oh.
And that's why we have like game file sizes of like 10 billion gigabytes for every single game because there's like zero optimization and it's pissing me off.
I agree with you on that. I think that makes sense.
And they're all trying to just like use everything in a very pointless way. So like, you know, you got your 10 billion fucking particle effects that don't actually like add anything.
Yep.
Like ray tracing, sure, whatever. I don't care. Optimize it better.
Yep.
Fucking whatever.
Okay, I agree with you on that. I think that completely makes sense. I think that I think it's really funny when, I mean, even like, what was I looking? Allison downloaded Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is like a 120 gigabyte game.
That's a 120 gigabyte game, and that game's from like 2016.
Yeah, like, and I mean, it's a nice visual game, and it's not like, I don't know if it's, well, there's a lot of particle effects, and I'm not saying that like no game should have particle effects, but like, should that game really be that number of gigs? Like, does it really have to be, or did like somebody should not want to max like optimize it? I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think if I'm thinking of like computers or technology that way, I think that I would want it where like Wi-Fi or like connections were stronger. Like I want it where routers, wireless routers keep getting smaller, but they get stronger. I think that would be my goal. I want routers everywhere and I want to be able to connect to my router from down the street. I think that's overall, that would be my goal. Because I hate the fact that like I'm in my home and I can see the decrease in like signal strength because of walls. I want us to make a stronger, I guess what would that be? Like what is, I'm going to be really dumb. The Wi-Fi signal, whatever that beam is that's being sent out, I want that to be strong enough to like start frying eggs and other things.
For sure, dude. I mean, a lot of that is artificially capped by internet ISPs.
True. That's very true.
Which shouldn't happen. There's no reason for it, really.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But yeah, I don't know. Technology pisses me off.
Are you just still mad about your hard drives?
Yeah, for sure, dude. I'm mad about Google Chrome still.
Well,
I can see both profiles in the top right corner because one's YouTube and the other is the browser, and I hate it.
That's funny.
Maybe I just close everything and say, fuck it. We're starting over.
I'm kind of surprised you turn off your computer that much. I leave mine all like physical all the time, which is probably not great.
You should restart it because there will be like compounding errors.
Yeah, it might be also why my computer took a shit when we were trying.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Hit Control-Shift-Escape to open up Task Manager.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now.
No, we're doing it right now. We're checking something.
Okay, Task Manager. Well, I just restarted. Like I just restarted before this. Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah,
I wanted to check your uptime.
Sorry. Also, how do I check that? Because I can do that next time.
I don't know anymore. I can't.
Yeah, I can absolutely. Next time.
Oh, under performance, and then just under CPU just has uptime.
Oh yeah, right now it's only 5 hours. Which even that. Wait.
Yeah.
Is that 5 hours?
Only 52 minutes.
No, it's not. It's 5 days. What? Hold on. How do I show you this copy? Can I just send this? Am I being dumb? I think the answer is yes.
Uh-huh.
What is my uptime there? Is it 5 days, 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 2?
What the fuck is that, Anthony?
What do you mean? It's at the bottom.
Yeah, that's 5 days.
I wonder why it's 5.
Yeah, it's 5 days, my guy.
What does it mean though? Like
did you actually shut down, or did you just put it in sleep mode?
Now that you say it, I don't know the answer. So maybe I put it into sleep. Why? What's yours at? 52
minutes.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, once we're done with this.
Mine was off until I got home at like 5:35.
Okay. Once we're done, I will shut down my computer. So, damn.
Well, 5 days isn't that bad.
No, actually. I know, but it's easily been 3 weeks at certain points. So I'm sure I turned it off because I'm sure Allison was like, I can still hear your computer. Cause sometimes it like, I don't know, it will make a ramp up noise with like the fans. Maybe it shouldn't happen either.
Yeah. So I got recommended a podcast by my partner, a specific episode.
Okay.
And I'm not going to actually talk about the episode. But the guest that they had on was like, yeah, I'm surprised you had me on because I sent an absolutely unhinged email that was just like 13 reasons why you should have me on. And I think that made me decide, yeah, I should have. I think we should draft an absolutely unhinged email for me to send to I Hate Bill Maher to try to get on.
I would be so for that. Absolutely.
Because we have 10 of listeners.
Yep.
So
when you want,
I think that could be a fun writing exercise at the very least, and a fun segment for the podcast.
How many bullet points do you need? How many reasons?
I mean, we can do whatever we want. That was just what the person on that other podcast said.
Okay. We should absolutely do this. That would be great.
I think this might be a teaser for next time because I think we should come back with like some ideas.
No, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
But I think this is a fun, cool, good, great idea, and I want to get on that fucking podcast because I really hate Bill Maher.
Okay, I'll start brainstorming. Maybe we can both go into the lab and then we'll merge our labs to see if we can get a pretty solid list together.
For sure. I wonder what Bill Maher has done recently. What's Bill Maher news? What's in the news?
You Googling it?
Yeah. From Fox News, Kid Rock leaves Bill Maher stunned after DEI hot take on Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show. Dare I click it?
Do it.
Don't autoplay. I'm gonna preemptively mute this tab.
Oh, smart.
Let's see. Fox News from Mark Tamasco. I don't know who that is, and I don't care. Kid Rock left real-time host Bill Maher stunned after a hot take on Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance at Super Bowl LIX, that's 59, which he described as the epitome of DEI blowing up on HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher on Friday. Maher asked the legendary rock and roll artist what he thought of Lamar's halftime performance and whether he agreed with others who complained about the performance being a DEI spectacle featuring only artists of color. What did you make of this year's Super Bowl? You mentioned DEI. People complained about that. Great analysis, Bill Maher.
Yeah, thanks.
Great. So Bill Maher is great at not asking questions and just rambling and then being like, what do you think about that? And then the guest being completely confused.
Also, it's not good news. Some people were saying a thing. What do you think about those people? It's like, who and why were they saying it?
News.
And was it a valid?
It's never important.
Nothing
actually happened with Bill Maher ever. Quote, to put it nicely, it wasn't my cup of tea, but I got to respect it, said Kid Rock. Quote, and here's why. I grew up loving emulating all things hip-hop, breakdancing, DJing, graffiti, rapping, and so I understand the culture a little bit more than most. And when I say most, of course, I mean white people, end quote. Thank you, Kid Rock.
Thank you,
the
Kid
whitest
Rock.
Man alive.
Yeah.
He then explained how he related to Lamar's performance, pointing out that he also made a career of going against the grain and not caring about what others thought of. I am tired of reading all of this. None of this is what Bill Maher actually said. This is all just quotes from... But then... it literally says Bill Maher couldn't talk, and then Kid Rock said more stuff. And then Maher was left speechless.
Weird.
Fumbling over his words and giggling before changing the topic. Bill Maher is just a right-winger. He pretends to be like a centrist both sides. I don't think he even pretends that anymore, but I fucking hate him. He gives no pushback to any opinion and just lets people talk, but then he's terrible at asking questions. None of this is interesting. He's so boring, and that might be the worst part. Because he's such a distasteful human being, but on top of that, he's extremely boring. And why does he have a show?
Also, they had him on to be like, Kid Rock, tell us your thoughts about black people. That's immediately what it was, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's fucked up.
And it sucked. I feel bad for the writers on the show.
Do you think he has writers? I guess he must.
I know he has writers for the monologue.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know he has writers for the monologue, and every so often they sneak one good joke in there. But you gotta feel like a lot of it is them writing a bunch of jokes for him and him going like, no, this sucks.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And sometimes they write good jokes, but he doesn't know how to deliver comedy.
Yeah, because he's not funny.
He doesn't know how to deliver a joke because he's not funny.
Damn.
Apparently his stand-up shows, yeah, he has stand-up shows. I think he might not anymore, but I can't remember if he's like, I'm not doing any more tours because of the woke mob. I don't know why, just because he's old and stupid. But apparently for his stand-up sets, allegedly, sorry, let's protect ourselves. Allegedly, he would just be up on stage with a binder and just read from it.
Oh my gosh.
Which I can't imagine watching and enjoying.
Yeah, I'd be like, can I have the binder? Like, I'll just read it myself at home. Like, I do not need you to just tell me what this says. That's weird. I mean, it almost sounds like people are like writing him the jokes and he's just saying them, allegedly.
Okay, apparently, I of course found a Reddit post from r/Maher from 3 years ago, the title of which is Who's Seen Bill Maher Stand Up? The body of this being, saw a show in Indy on June 5th. 80% of the jokes were old material. Still funny. Anyone else? That's not...
Yeah, what?
The worst part of his stand-up was that he was basically recycling old material from his real-time show that we have heard before. These are the same stories and jokes he has told on the show. Nothing was fresh. He also made a point of going after those in the audience that wore masks.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Felt like a cash grab.
Yeah, it's absolutely what it sounds like.
From the OP. He also didn't have an opener, just came out cold. He didn't even have anybody to warm up the crowd.
That's funny.
Does he do that on his show? Does he have because most comedy shows have like a hype guy at the beginning.
Yeah, I
mean like filmed shows too.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be a good thing to like look into. Like, can they not find someone to open for him? I would assume there could be someone. I won't say
he's the most hilarious comic out there, but he's damn entertaining. If you watch Real Time and or listen to Club Random, be prepared for some recycled material though. Nobody should listen to Club Random. I've heard segments of it. It's like his show, except he just gets wasted and it's worse.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my God. Yep, that's his set list for the tour. Written on a big blue notebook he flips through during the show. I feel like this is a performance art piece that he's fucking with us. Cause like that's a joke that like Bo Burnham did fucking in his comedy specials when I was back in fucking high school. He was like, this notebook's blank. Puts it on his head.
Well, I think we could. It sounds like we can come up with a pretty good list. Like against fucking Bill. I'm gonna call him Bill now. It seems like giving him a last name seems.
I think I'm strongly against. Customer reviews for Bill Maher. 3.7 out of 5. Don't show me the highest rating. Show me the 1 stars. Quote, old and tired.
I mean, yeah.
I love Bill Maher's real-time show, but seeing him in concert was a huge disappointment. The guy was winging it. For starters, there isn't much new material here. Oh, fuck off. I'm not giving you my email address.
Oh, is it like to read more?
No, we're good. It was just an automatic pop-up.
Oh, gotcha.
How disappointing. Local lady from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, from 2021. Is there anyone who can be funny without using the F word? Bill, if you have to resort to swearing to get a laugh, you've missed the boat. I thought you were more intelligent. Boy, was I wrong.
That's funny.
Whiny little bitch.
Was that one of the reviews?
That's the title of the review. Bill Maher uses this term to describe Trump, but this time I'm using it to describe his performance at the Arlington Theater in Santa Barbara this past Saturday. Everybody walked out of the theater in silence, probably thinking what my friends and I were thinking. What was that all about? His attitude was terrible. The show lasted a little over an hour. He had a couple of hecklers in the audience, but a good comedian always has some good comebacks. He was so mad at one point, we thought he was going to walk off the stage. He hurried through his material and it was stale. I'm a liberal and a big fan of Bill Maher, classic liberal. Fucking Christ. But this was a very disappointing performance. That's from 2019. Oh, one important thing about Bill Maher is he gets mad at the audience when they don't respond how he thinks they should respond.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Which even happens sometimes when they laugh. Like if he doesn't get as much laughs as he wants.
Oh, see, that's fucked up. That's like,
no, it's insane. He gets like actively mad about it. If he tells a really bad joke and people go like, ooh, which is still like a response. That's a valid response to get for a joke. Sometimes that's the point.
Yeah.
He'll be like, oh, come on. I thought we weren't woke here. Hey, I thought we liked comedy in this house. Except more mad.
That's
honestly,
funny.
I wish he had like any sort of fucking
I'll have to do some Googling to see if like people have recorded him. Yeah,
I think they don't allow your phones in, but like if you can just see it. Oh, if you want a compilation from his show. Can I just see? Can I spell audience? I don't want goes off on hecklers in his audience. I'm from Reddit, r/Maher, 4 years ago. Tired of Bill Maher complaining about his audience to his audience. Am I the only one getting fed up about Bill not being able to handle the audience reaction to a joke when it doesn't go his way? This happens on every show, especially during his monologue and sometimes during the show. His reaction is always so petty, and I think it's really off-putting. I've always enjoyed his show, but this has gone to the point that now I only watch highlights on YouTube.
Weird.
I want you to know, this is from 4 years ago. The I Hate Bill Maher podcast is going over the beginning of real time. So from like 2003 or whatever.
Okay.
Or 2001 to 2003. He still gets mad at the audience.
That's funny. He just like has never changed.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. It sucks. I hate him so much.
I can sense it. I think you'd be perfect for their podcast. So I think if we go into the lab, we get a list, we form it together. I think you'll have a good chance.
I think we should start counting my rants, like in the episode, like subject.
Okay.
Podcast topics, like Griffin rants about Bill Maher 4.
Okay. What I used to do, and I don't know if I've missed it, but I used to say like again.
I know we could do that, but I think at this point we just got to start numbering them because I do this a lot.
Gotcha.
I do it, frankly, too much.
Okay, I'll start numbering them. That's fine. That works for me. And with that,
no pressure on you, but like, I don't know, Control F.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll make it work. I'll do some math.
If it's too much work, fuck it. Who cares? Just write again. Who cares?
Yeah, no.
People don't actually care that much, but it'd be funny.
That would be very funny. Should we call it here so you can start lifting heavy things?
So I can go pee and then go to the gym.
Yeah, let's talk about the pee-pee. That's fine.
It's very, I gotta pee-pee. Thanks for listening to this episode of I Keep Doing Rants about people that I hate, and I'm sure it's very entertaining for everybody. You can email us at tbtlpod@gmail.com. In fact, email me. Tell me why you fucking hate Bill Maher as much as I do.
Ooh, yeah.
I want some other people's comments on hating Bill Maher, because I feel samey unless I'm analyzing a specific piece of his media. I feel like I can only say he's not funny and stupid and sucks so many times.
Yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta hold on to it for a little bit for your podcast as a guest. Your guest
You're so
star.
right. I'm totally gonna be able to get on that with our 10 of listeners.
Yeah, dude.
I have the clout. And our Instagram is at TBTLpod. I'm Griffin. This is Anthony. Tell your friends. I was gonna say tweet at the
No, don't tweet.
I Hate Bill Maher podcast that I should be on it, but like I don't think they have a Twitter, and also it's not called Twitter anymore. And
Do
also
they have an Instagram?
Yeah, but they don't use it as much anymore.
Oh damn. Well,
I don't know, man. I gotta find their email.
Is Insta a verb? What's the verb of Instagram?
Post.
Oh, okay. We'll post at them.
Anyways, tell your friends about us. Thanks for listening. Bye.